Hey guys, welcome to Undead Health. Let's check out this video called. It's a it's a death battle video, and I've been wanting to react to this for a long time, and I also wanted to make a mashup on this, okay? And also the death battle channel is not making any death battles anymore. It will probably make later on in the year. It's the new year has just started, right? So I don't know when they're gonna upload the next death battle, but I got enough time to focus on some other death battles, like the old ones, probably the most popular ones too, So this is an old one, not the most popular or anything, but this is popular enough, and this is something I always wanted to see. Okay, it's called Skyrim versus Dark Souls. Okay, my favorite game is Skyrim. I still play that shit. I love the music, the world of it. I can never leave it, okay? It's just, back then when, multiplayer games were barely any, non-existent, the Skyrim was literally like a multiplayer game. Everybody would play it, not together in, like a multiplayer or anything. But the game is so diverse that it's unexpected. You can't expect anything. It's like so amazing. It's like the greatest open world game or something of that time. Okay, so Skyrim, I love Skyrim. And Dark Souls, I love the lore of Dark Souls. Don't like the way the game kills you over and over and over and throws you away somewhere far away, in a bonfire or something, and you have to run around to get to the place where you die, only to die there and go back again. I can't believe that. That's one thing I don't like about Souls games, but I loved Elden Ring, and Dark Souls is also pretty good because of the lore is just too good. I love how it's all mysterious. There's no campaign or story mode that will explain everything, but I love the we are supposed to figure it out, but it's also so wonderful, so mysterious and so intriguing that I love the lore of Dark Souls. That's why, okay? And the crazy ass creatures, dudes, monsters. It's so many different places, so many different locations. It's mind blowing to me. Okay, so I always wanted to see this. It's called Skyrim versus Dark Souls. It's a death battle, so let's just get into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Who do you think will win among these two? The Skyrim deals with magic and all of that. There's dragons in there, so. But you can say the same about Dark Souls. But I think Dark Souls lore has more craziness than Skyrim. Maybe Dark Souls will win. But whatever, let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go, okay? Let's go. Also, both the protagonists are nomads, nobody knows. It's what do you call it? Default human skin or whatever, It's Chosen Dead or Dragonborn. Anybody can be a Dragonborn. Whoever is playing is a Dragonborn, right? The Chosen Dead is also whoever it is gonna be the chosen undead, So let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored.
All right, let me enable the subtitles. Okay, let's just go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Expect a
this episode of
death battle mashup on this.
Brandon Yates.
Reaction mashup.
That's right, our Brandon Yates.
What? Brandon Yates? I don't know. All right, let's get into it.
The chosen undead. The accursed god killer from Dark Souls.
The last Dragonborn, the
last Dragonborn,
savior of Skyrim.
These two demi-human heroes embrace their destinies and stare down the very gods themselves.
And
hey!
their friggin' souls!
Because these two lack specific canon arsenals and movesets due to being role-playing protagonists, for this death battle we're giving them everything they have and maxing out all of their stats.
Which is totally possible in-game if you're willing to grind. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Wiz and
skills
Boomstick.
to find out who would win a death battle.
A dead battle! Yeah! Motherfucker! Let's go!
Our story begins at the end. The great cities of old have collapsed. The heroes are dead or
I just
mad,
love
and
both
the
worlds'
age
lore.
is over.
I love it.
On their
Skyrim
decaying
and Dark
kingdom,
Souls.
Everyone would like nothing more than to lay down and die.
Too bad for them. That's the one thing they couldn't do.
The world has been gripped by the Undead curse, turning anyone with a mysterious dark sign into mindless, violent hollows upon repeated soul-crushing deaths.
Oh,
There is
shit.
a prophecy of a chosen undead who will journey to Lordrin, the home of the gods, and save the world.
Rotting
Oh,
away in an
shit.
asylum, all it took was
Okay. Let's read this this thing. Background. Okay. Furtive pygmy descendant, ageless, because it's like souls, right? So there's no age to that, I guess. I think you're just temporarily living in that. It's the world itself of Dark Souls itself is like, almost like afterlife. So I don't know. But height, weight, gender variables. Yeah, it depends on which gender you choose. Okay, so prisoner of the Northern Asylum, merged into the soul of Cinder, likes Tarkus, Sigmair, Priscilla. Who is Priscilla? I don't know who that is. Probably a hot chick. I don't know, but dislikes patches, basilisks, and easy mode. Easy mode, of course. You have to die.
assist from an unlucky knight and a giant
All right,
raven
let's
before
go.
one unlikely hero was ready to claw their way through their progenitor's forgotten homeland.
And it helps that as long as they can keep their
Homeland.
sense of purpose, an undead will always resurrect at the nearest bonfire. Now they might slowly lose their memories, their personality, and their sanity, but the curse gives them as much time as they need to get good.
Oh shit.
Undead are unnaturally resilient.
Whoa!
They survive being impaled through the chest. They've been chewed, eaten, and digested by
God
what I can only
dang.
describe as a toilet demon.
Okay. Let's read the abilities. Resurrection, of course. That's the main thing that it relies upon, the game. Okay, immortality, soul absorption, superhuman survivability, miracles and sorceries, pyromancies, time and dimensional travel. Okay, and resistance to poison, curse, acid, holy magic. Of course, you got the potions and all that shit. Okay, let's go. Dang.
And they can have their souls torn from their very body, because undead humans don't need their souls to survive.
Just pop some of that spicy Sunny D and they're good to go.
Estus
If anything,
Flask.
it seems like they get off to it.
Oh!
And speaking of souls, they can absorb the souls of their fallen enemies to increase their power.
They're a master with swords, hammers, spears,
Hey.
axes, bows, you name it.
That's right.
It's without any formal training.
Asylum
With
demon.
the right stats and setup, they
Oh,
can be anything
shit.
from a cartwheeling assassin to a dragon-smashing tank.
To the giantest of dads. And despite
Isn't that crazy that when you play Souls games, it's like you're doing your best, man. It's not like you suck or anything. You're trying your best, but the mechanics and the bosses, the way the game is, especially the mechanics, the animations, they all interrupt you from doing your best. And basically, it's almost like the game wants you to die. Basically, there's no real challenge because it will do what it wants to do and kill you. I don't know. Maybe I'm like pissing off Souls fans. I love Souls games. Okay, it's just the combat and the way you die, weirdly die for no reason. Even though you want to do best, you still die and you're shocked. What the fuck did I do? Why do I have to die like this? So I don't know, but whatever. Just saying, but whatever. Let's go.
Despite the serious gothic themes of the series, these weapons can get anime as hell. Smo's Great Hammer is a ginormous...
Okay, arsenal. Okay, boss soul weapons, shields, Estus Flask, humanity. I don't understand the humanity shit. In Bloodborne, there's this thing called humanity or whatever with the eye in the side. And there's some octopus-looking creatures that will eat that shit away, and apparently you'll lose your knowledge or something like that. I don't know what that is or what. This is Dark Souls, so has nothing to do with Bloodborne, even though they're all Souls games. So I don't know what to say. Okay, Dark Sign, Green Blossom, Dragon Head and Torso Stones, Silver Pendant. Rings. Okay, yeah, that's what you get when you get into the game. Okay, let's go.
mallet the size of a sedan.
Based on its size and likely bronze composition, it'd have to weigh over 100 tons. A lot like Goff's great bow, which can shoot pillar-sized arrows and one-shot dragons out of the sky.
Oh shit!
The Moonlight Greatsword,
Yeah,
produced
yeah.
from the ass of the albino dragon and sorcery, Seath the Scaleless. This baby's a universe-hopping anomaly that can fire
Yeah, I
powerful
use
sword
that,
beams
but
and
it's too slow.
Oh, just looks so cool.
The chosen undead has learned magic from the greatest practitioners in the world. They can create shockwaves, form defensive barriers, reflect damage, throw balls of flame, control minds, fire magical crystal spears, turn invisible.
Oh man,
and
the
toss
magic
spiritual
is the
summons
best.
strong enough to
Let's
peel
be
the
honest.
scales off of
Wizardry is the best way to
Their
get
pool of
around
magic is
Souls
pretty limited.
games.
So if it comes down to it, they can shut off all magic in the vicinity with the
Okay, let's read this magic stuff, okay? Wrath of the Gods, okay? Great Magic Barrier. Great Magic Barrier? I don't get what that is, okay? Bountiful Sunlight, Homing Crystal Soul Mass, White Dragon Breath, Dark Orb, Chaos Storm, Iron Flesh, Power Within, and more. Dang! it's too much magic, and obviously the magic is the way to go around in these Souls games. Let's be honest. You know, if you go with a sword in there, you're gonna have to fight the mechanics and get over it. That's the only way you can win. Or you might as well do. There's always something. You're always lacking in something. You know, it's much better to not even engage and use magic. You know what I mean? Much better.
Vow of Silence,
preventing anyone from speaking any spells aloud, including themselves. With this incredible arsenal and judicious attention paid to the stamina bar, the chosen undead was rolling their way to victory.
I love Souls lore and the way the game is.
and warps them through attacks like they weren't even
Also, the
there.
game is very echoey
Sometimes
and
it doesn't
stuff. I
work.
love that.
That's just a game mechanic, but great to use when you're panicking.
They've defeated Nito, the god of death, the bed of chaos, the mother of all
man.
kind, and Calamite, the strongest surviving ancient dragon.
That
Oh,
the chosen
shit.
undead was dragged back in time to face the fallen knight Artorias, the greatest warrior in history. And not only defeat him, but accomplish the greatest feat attributed to Artorias' legend.
Greatest
the
feat.
destruction of Manus, the father of the abyss that threatened to consume the world.
They've even beaten other chosen undead from
Father of
alternate
the
worlds,
Abyss.
like the best buddy in all gaming, Solaire. Raise the sun, bro! And soon they were approached by these two slithery freaks. One said to link the fire, and the other said to let it die out, which totally makes sense.
My
When
God.
I played it,
Don't look at me.
That thing
Artorias
teleports
is
you
notoriously
from one place to the
confident in
other.
flow of its time stream.
That's how it
This is why
looks?
we have
With
a
the
true
teeth?
expert in
Look at the
realms of
teeth.
nerdom to explain it for us. Oh, Jocelyn.
You wouldn't believe how many item descriptions, forum posts, and moody 2013 lore videos I had to watch through for this.
Oh,
It's
man.
story time, kids. In the beginning, the world was unformed and
Cool.
static. Then suddenly, the first flame burst to life, and with it, the concepts of heat and cold, life and death, energy and time, light and dark.
Sounds like a
Huh.
mythological Big Bang.
The gods were granted
Yeah,
immensely
let there be light
powerful
shit.
souls from the first flame, but their greatest fear was the soul possessed collectively by the race known as humanity, the Dark Soul. The Skyfather
Dark
Gwyn
Souls.
feared humanity's immortality, and so sealed their dark souls within them.
So this is the
As
story,
humanity
huh?
reproduced, the Dark Soul collectively grew, and the first flame waned. Turns out humans were naturally undying, or according to the gods' propaganda, undead.
Gasp! It's
Undead.
a conspiracy. The undead curse was a lie.
Linking
Oh,
the
man,
fire
everything is super
uses
dark and
your very
dangerous.
soul as fuel to keep the first flame burning. If an undead champion believes their immortality is a curse, they'll do anything to prevent it, including burning fragments of the dark soul to keep the age of the gods going.
So you're a pawn in a game played by decrepit gods desperately clinging to power.
Huh.
Well, that's a huge bummer.
They might look like a depressed California raisin, but in order to link the flame, their soul needs to be strong enough to maintain the whole universe and the flow of time for another 1,000 years.
Other similarly powerful undead across time are swift enough to dodge lightning and
Oh.
even light itself. Based on their
Dang.
dodge compared to this beam and the time it took to reach
Cool
them,
shit.
they'd be reacting and moving at over 20% the speed of light.
Okay. Let me read that. Let me read it. Okay, feats. Link the first flame or became the Dark Lord. Okay, rang the bells of awakening. Ascended Sense Fortress. captured the 4 Lord Souls, survived the Anno Londo archers, defeated Ornstein and Smoke, 4 Kings, Pinwheel, and Gwyn. I don't know most of the things what they're saying, but let's go. Let's just
To reach
go.
them, they'd be reacting and moving at over 20% the speed
It's
of
too complicated.
At the end
The
of their
Soul's
quest,
lore.
they faced down and defeated Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, long hollowed from linking the flame 1,000 years ago. So, which will you choose? Link the fire and prolong the current age, or let it fade until only dark remains?
This is
Oh,
the
we need
biggest
fire.
bummer of them all. Truth is, it never mattered. The cycle just continues age after age, with new heroes replacing the old ones,
Yeah.
until the chosen undead was long forgotten.
They literally made a story around the players playing the game. It's ridiculous, but I love it. I love it. It's so deep and crazy. I love it.
The infinite march of time ground the world to ash. It was never about the happy ending. It didn't exist. It was about the struggle to get there. That's ultimately what gives us meaning.
Yeah. Living in ruins.
This episode of
And
Death
still
Battle is
winning,
sponsored by
kicking ass.
Brandon.
That's right, Boomstick. Dive into the thrilling world of versus music with Brandon Yates as he brings
Brandon
hypothetical
Yates.
matchups to life through his commissioned compositions.
Brandon is one of the composers behind Death Battle, bringing us the
Oh,
incredible
really?
show-stopping songs you know and love. Seriously, we love this guy.
Hollow Dreams, Princes of Pride, Hedge of Tomorrow, and some of our all-time greats. In fact, he composed the track for this very episode.
Woo!
We'd
Woo!
love it if you
I like the
supported
music.
Brandon's work and enjoyed more of his music by subscribing to his channel and following him on Spotify.
Ever had a matchup
Spotify.
you just want to see on the show and you just
It's a big
wish
ass
you had the
advertisement. Let's
music
get
track
into
for
it.
Well, fans of
Let's
Death
get
Battle
to,
have been loving
Skyrim
Brandon's
now.
music for years, all commissioned by fans like you.
We're talking hundreds of commissioned songs, all for hypothetical episodes of Death Battle.
Okay.
Everything from hard rock to jazzy to
Hard
electronic to
rock.
orchestral choirs.
And because Brandon is literally one of the main composers of this show, every track he makes sounds straight out of Death Battle itself.
Love the music from Death Battle? Then don't wait.
All right.
Subscribe to Brandon Yates' YouTube and follow
Let's go
him on
then.
Spotify right away.
Just go Skyrim.
You
My favorite.
finally
I love
awake.
it.
Welcome to the Frosty Viking Paradise of
Yay!
Skyrim. Visit the quaint Nordic villages. Hike up to the throne of the world. Marvel
So
at
beautiful.
The beauty of Black
I love
Creek.
Skyrim
Hey,
so much.
what's that in the sky? Wait, it's the Macho Man, Randy
What the
Savage.
fuck?
No, it's Thomas the Tank
It's a mods.
No,
Thomas the
it's a
Tank
dragon.
Engine.
But not just any mere Drake. This
It's a
is
dragon, not
Alduin,
Superman.
the World Eater, and he's come to burn everything to a
Oh.
But fortunately for you, his path
Why?
of destruction happened to interrupt your impending execution at the hands of those uppity Imperial pigs. That'll be
Huh.
the worst mistake this Staley monster would ever make.
It wouldn't be long before you escaped the destruction of Helgen and defeated a dragon yourself.
Then absorbed its freaking soul.
Yeah, it's
That
soul.
can only mean
Can you
one
believe
thing.
that shit?
You are a being born with the blood and soul of a dragon in the body of a Nord, or elf, or Khajiit,
So
or
amazing.
wizard, destined to battle Alduin and save the world.
In their tongue, you are the Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
In their quest to rid Tamriel
Fusoda!
of Alduin's dragon army, the
Okay. Let's read the background, aka the Dovahkiin. Okay, height 6. He's tall as fuck. 183 centimeters. Male Nord in promo material. Fusoda! Because if you like show like lizards or the tigers or whatever, people will be like, it's some cartoon game. You need to show a human being first. Okay, but yeah. Blood and soul of a dragon. Of course, he grabs the souls of all dragons. Motherfucker is a serial killer, okay? Of dragons, but let's go. Incarnation of the prisoner, blessed by Akatosh. Also blessed by Todd Howard, of course. And I kind of worry for the next Elder Scrolls games, because they're making it with that horrible engine, creation engine or whatever, and after Starfield and the acquiring of the entirety of Bethesda by Xbox, I'm like so afraid, man. I'm so afraid. I was so excited for Starfield. Look at what the fuck happened to it now. I'm worried for fucking Elder Scrolls next game, man. I'm so worried, but fuck, let's go.
Dragonborn
go.
became a jack of all trades, master of all.
They learn to be a master assassin with the Dark Brotherhood,
Master assassin.
a master sorcerer with the College of Winterhold, a master thief with the Nightingales, a master dragon hunter with the Blades, and a master good boy. Who's a good boy? That's a good boy.
Good boy.
Fought in the Skyrim Civil War on the
Okay. Abilities: Dragon Soul Absorption, of course. Immortality, weapon mastery, shouts. I feel like he's gonna use a shout against the Undying Dead or whatever from Dark Souls, and I don't know, that might have take damage or something. Okay, whatever. Spellcasting, stealth, smithing, and alchemy. I love this game so much. Let's go.
side of the Imperial Legion, champions of order.
You mean
Imperial
the Nordic
Legion.
War for Independence on the side of the Stormcloaks?
Those elf-funded Nord supremacists?
Better than those jack-booted Cyrodiil fascists? But
Cyrodiil.
what else could I expect from a monster who
Fascists.
stabs innocent villagers by sticking buckets over their heads?
They can put
Yeah,
their skills to good
they
use
don't
with
do
an
anything.
absolute glut
You
of
can
weaponry.
can
Not
place
just
anything
tools
on
like
them.
daggers, swords, hammers, and axes, but also special weapons given to them by the Daedric princes.
Maroon's
They're
razor.
basically crazy powerful gods from the plane of existence called Oblivion. From
Oh.
that wascally wabbit Sheogorath.
Okay. Arsenal, Daedric artifacts. Dude, those Daedric armors are so badass looking. My God, I love those armors. Okay, amulets. So many games came since Skyrim, and none of them could make anything as good as Skyrim. Man, seriously, they're good on their own, but at the same time, they're not as great as Skyrim. Especially they don't have amazing armor like Daedric armor. So I don't get, I don't get it. Okay, amulets, scrolls. Light and heavy armor. The light armor is the way to go. Okay, arrows and bolts, potions, poisons, and food. Okay, let's go.
The Dragonborn received
Our
from
typical
Wabbajack, a
lovable
staff that casts
arsenal.
A completely random spell on its target, from disintegrating them to healing them to turning them into a chicken.
From Meridia, they received the Dawnbreaker, a holy sword made for burning the undead to ash.
Yeah,
That
Dawnbreaker
sword
is
will
another
glow, which
epic
shoots fiery
sword.
arrows that can
I
blot
love
out
that
the
sword.
sun. To cover the distance between the Earth and the Sun in about 2 seconds, the arrow would have to be moving at over 250 times the speed of light.
Except this isn't Earth and the Sun. This is the planet Nirn, and that's Magnus. According to the Elder Scrolls lore master Michael Kirkbride and his in-universe text cosmology, when you look up at the Sun, you're actually looking into a dimension of pure magic. Confused yet? I am.
The exact measurements here are difficult to make, but if anything,
Okay.
the distance should be much greater.
Speaking of magic bullshit, the Dragonborn can heal themselves.
Yeah.
Swords and destructive elemental spells.
Heal
control
themselves.
minds, conjure weapons, and summon
But
Lesser Daedra to help them out in a scrap.
The
They're
Souls
an
guy
especially powerful
can
mage
can
because their
reincarnate
mana
or
recovers
something.
itself automatically over time. They'll never truly run out of firepower.
Yeah, the
But
magic.
As a Dovahkiin, the ability they're most famous for is the Thum, or shout.
Boom!
By speaking the words of the dragon language, they can manifest their will into reality.
Like with the classic
Shouts!
Moon Road
Wah!
an unrelenting
That
force
motherfucker
which can
flew,
knock your neighbors
even
into
though he
death
was
sleep,
alive.
Or Soul Tear, which removes the soul from your enemy's
Oh,
body and
yeah.
sends it in a cute gem, like so.
That's crazy.
Viva Soul!
Wow!
Wait, why didn't anything?
Yeah, that shit is really special.
Oh!
Student loans, man. Something had to cover the down payment. With these shouts, the Dragonborn can
Okay,
summon
shouts. Okay, Aura Whisper, Become Ethereal, Bendville, all the list he's telling us. Dragon Aspect, Dragon Rend, Drain Vitality, Marked for Death, Whirlwind Sprint. These are like serious powers. I don't know if the Undying Dead from Souls games is gonna be able to deal with this. It's too many powers, I don't know. Let's go.
country-spanning storms, slow down time, and even call upon a dragon for help. Odahviing. Dragons may look like scaly reptiles, but in reality, they're immortal demigods older than time itself. They're the children
Whoa.
of the chief god of Tamriel's pantheon.
The Dragonborn is
Dang.
an unstoppable force of nature.
Oh,
if they happen
shit.
to take any damage,
Dragonborn
they can just
is
bring
not a
potion
joke.
Or nosh on a cheese wheel and be good as new. And they can carry up to
So many cheese wheels.
150 cheeses at once. Like three.
Assuming these
Oh, God.
abnormally large cheese wheels have an average weight of 70 pounds, we can determine determined that the Dragonborn can carry up to 10,500 pounds of cheese.
And that makes
Oh,
sense considering
shit.
they can match muscles with giants who are so strong they can shatter
Yeah,
the gates
giants.
with
Oh!
to pieces.
The last Dragonborn has
Oh,
battled
God.
the vampire Lord Harkon.
Okay. Let's read the feats. Read one of the Elder Scrolls. Aided or executed Ulfric Stormcloak, of course. Caught the serial killer Calixto. Escaped Sidna Mine. Cured Pelagius the Mad. Reunited Rookie and Fenrig. Pranked people with Sanguine. Pranked people with Sanguine. Defeated Alduin, Ebony Warrior, Potema, Mirak. There's so many challenges that Mirak is like crazy difficult, you know? So there's so many challenges you encounter in the game, you know? So it's not exactly easy compared to Dark Souls. But let's see who wins, you know?
Did Skyrim Civil War and defeated the first Dragonborn, Mirak.
And according to the book The Guardian and the Traitor, Mirak was powerful enough to tear apart the island of Solstheim from Skyrim's mainland.
By comparing the
Wow.
size of various countries on
Solstheim?
Tamriel's map, we can determine that Solstheim is a landmass nearly 1,500 miles in diameter.
Oh,
In
man.
clearing that much land over the course of their fight, Mirak's magical prowess must have output an energy over 300 teratons of TNT.
That's 3 times the impact of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Oh my
Not too
God.
crazy when shouts can get strong enough to shake the world itself.
It wasn't long before the Dragonborn confronted Alduin in Nord Heaven and put an end to the World Eater once
Yeah.
and for all.
The epithet is
He's
literal.
crazy.
By absorbing the
The
soul of
Dragonborn.
Skyrim's afterlife, Alduin
Shit.
was powerful enough to devour everything. Not just the planet of Nirn, but the Kalpa, the entire timeline past, present, and future.
I love
That's
that
the
game,
level of
this game so
unimaginable
much.
Power the Dragonborn
Skyrim.
is dealing with here.
Tamriel is no stranger to great heroes across its vast sprawl.
It's my favorite game, you
The
know?
Nerevarine, the hero of Kvatch, all magnificent in their own right.
But when you heard that shout
Is that from
echo
the
through
Oblivion and shit?
and the death
I've
throes
not
of a
played
dragon
the other
defeated,
ones.
you
I mean, I
knew
did play it
could
some,
only be
like, little bit.
The Dovahkiin.
The Dovahkiin. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
Wiz, did you know that I can blow up a galaxy?
What? How?
I signed up for a Death Battle YouTube membership by clicking the join button on any
Ads
Death Battle
again.
video or the YouTube channel.
Let's go, let's
You can
go.
pick from 3
Let's get
different
into the
tiers
battle,
full
man.
of extra goodies. Base form champions get special badges, emojis, live chats, and the Death Battle Discord.
Right. If you
Base
go at planet
full.
level, you can watch all sorts of exclusive videos.
Also, the
and see
volume
Death
on
Battle
this
before
video is very
Then
low.
there's Galaxy level.
I don't know
which
if I
nets
can
you
raise
all
it
of that,
in.
a whole
I
Rooster
probably
Teeth
can't.
First
I'm
membership,
sorry
and
if I'm
the power
loud.
of ultimate destruction.
You know?
Confirm or deny that last part, but it sure sounds impressive.
What are you waiting for? Join now to become a champion.
Champion! Let's go!
Alright, combatants are set. You've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Damn! Let's go!
Go and
Dang!
stop this fool who would let the flame burn the age of humans to
The
ashes.
Joaquin! Fusoda!
The ancients
Oh,
of
shit.
Prague will do anything to snuff out the light.
The bonfire is alive and well.
Undead.
Oh! That doesn't stop him, huh? Okay, whoa! Does it work? Can you do anything? Come on, man. I love you, Skyrim. What the fuck? Of course, he's gonna be stronger. The Souls guy. Shit! Down! Oh, arrow in the knee! Arrow in the knee shit! Oh, it's way too magical! Oh, fuck! Soul! Took the soul, but is he gonna come back? Of course! I knew it! That motherfucker will come back like nothing. Oh man, looks like the Dovahkiin has no chance. Fuck! Pusoda! Or something else is said. Oh, the dragon! Roar. He loves killing beasts, I guess, but he's gonna come back. Right? I knew it. Is he? Is he coming back? Yes, of course. I knew it. Come on. God damn it! Oh! Oh, the moonlight shit. Oh, the Dawnbreaker. Oh! Zam, zam, zam. Come on, Dawaki. I believe in you. Oh. Oh, your voice is gone? Of course, you can't even show your badassery. What kind of fight is this, man? God damn it.
Prepare to die.
Oh, whoa!
This world, chosen warrior. Bring the fire.
Oh, shit. Oh. No!
Let true dark be cast upon the world.
Holy shit! Did he
Our
win?
Lord hath returned.
What? Oh my god! You killed the fucking the souls,
This
dude.
debate was fascinating. The Dragonborn had a wider variety of training, better access
The
to
Dawnbreaker is
magic
just,
that passively
of course, the
regenerated, as
Dawnbreaker
opposed
will
to the
kill
chosen
all the
undead's
dark shit,
limited
I
pool
guess.
of
I don't know what.
Vow of silence
I don't know
was
if
a
that's the
slick cover to
logic
Dragonborn's magic and
that I
shouts,
should be
but it wouldn't last
believing in.
forever.
The Dragonborn was significantly faster too. The chosen undead could dodge beams of light, sure, but
Huh.
Oriel's bow could fire arrows that move at least 250 times that.
But none of
Oh.
that mattered if the chosen undead couldn't stay dead.
You'd think the Dragonborn's anti-undead weaponry like
Also, you can
Dawnbreaker
use
would be
that
an
thing
easy
multiple
solution,
times, I
but the
guess.
undead of Dark
Did
Souls aren't
kill him every
really the
time? I don't
same
know.
as Draugr from Skyrim.
Skyrim undead are more like those classic reanimated skeletons. But remember the conspiracy. Humans in Dark Souls are naturally immortal. They're not actually undead.
Soul Tear wouldn't have been much use either, considering humans in Dark Souls can have their souls removed without dying.
So why didn't the chosen undead just keep coming back until
Yeah.
they eventually won? Like
Why?
any Dark Souls boss.
One word.
That's what I was thinking.
Power. The Dragonborn had way more and greater feats of raw power than the chosen
Yeah.
undead.
Oh yeah.
Dragonborn
Like
is
something
literally
Country's man
meant to be
stormed with a
powerful,
single shout,
more than
or
anything.
defeating Mirek, who split a continent.
There's also the lore. Both characters are essentially mythological demigods in the same kind of vein as Hercules or Sun Wukong. Gameplay alone won't give you the best idea of their full power as characters.
So let's get an idea of their max potential from the
Cool.
lore.
The chosen undead sustaining the first flame with their soul was insanely impressive. Considering the first flame is responsible for the core concepts of the universe, like energy and time, it's not a stretch to say it affects not just the planet they live on, but the whole universe.
But that's nothing compared to the power levels in the Elder Scrolls.
Let's compare the first flame to Alduin. Both literally run on the power of souls, and both can be directly scaled to our combatants.
Alduin
Crazy.
has strength to consume the universe, not
Huh.
just Nirn, but the Kalpa as well.
You know those planets you see in the sky? According to cosmology, those are actually separate, infinitely big planes of reality. Alduin was going to eat infinity. Multiple
Wow.
In comparison, the first
Okay,
flame is
let's read the results. Okay, what the fuck was that fight, bro? Holy shit! Also, like 90% of that fight, our Dovahkiin was like completely weak, failing every time. I thought like, oh, there you go, Skyrim. This dude is gonna die, you know. But the final moment with that Dawnbreaker is what got him like winning, and also like it makes sense too, you know, because you know, Dovahkiin is like a normal guy that has super crazy powers, you know, whereas the Dark Souls undead guy is not exactly, like a normal human. He's literally a soul. He's like, you know, some crazy, almost like a half creature, half man type of thing. It's at least in my opinion. So it's not like a regular human that happens to be like a, Dovahkiin or Dragonborn or anything. It's just he's also like they're called as undead. So it's like, obviously the Souls guy is gonna be extremely tough, and also like there's so many other, like you can play as a wizard, you can play as anything. So what about them? What about the wizard Souls guy? I don't know, but whatever. Okay, choose an undead. Positives: greater survivability, resurrects upon death. Yeah, that's what I was really worried about in the beginning. What if he keeps respawning this bitch? And I don't know what to say, but negatives, okay? But will eventually go hollow. Too slow and weak to win. Yeah, because heavy armor and shit like that. More limited arsenal. Yeah, limited arsenal because the game doesn't give you anything. Just tells you to go and die. That's the problem with Souls games, but whatever, okay? Last Dragonborn. Positives: far more powerful, much faster. Regenerating mana, of course, it never dies. Greater variety. Of course, there's a lot of weapons you can carry, okay? Can only die once. Yeah, but that motherfucker is just too many positives for him to die. If he died once, then he will never come back. But to kill the Dragonborn, that's like crazy. You need insane amount of powers. You can't achieve insane amount of. You can't win against the Dragonborn when you have very limited arsenal. So whatever.
Is powerful enough to sustain a universe and the flow of time, but it can't be infinite. Otherwise, it never would have faded to begin with.
And that meant the chosen undead just wasn't powerful enough no matter how many times they revive. With that much of a difference in power, the chosen undead would eventually lose their will to fight and go hollow. It's not traditional, but it is a form of death in Dark Souls. The chosen undead was surely tenacity personified, but still wasn't enough to stand up to the Dragonborn's incredible skill, broken arsenal, and overwhelming power.
The chosen undead could only last so long before they flamed out.
The winner
God
is
damn.
the Dragonborn.
Yeah! Shit.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We have a new death battle
And
every 2 weeks this
I don't
year.
mean no disrespect or insult to the Souls fans or the Undying Dead or anything. Okay, I love that shit too. All right. This one I don't know. I don't know these characters, so. Killua versus Misaka. Okay, I don't know those characters, so whatever. Okay, but cool. I love this. And I believe I loved it because Dragonborn won in the end. Because I'm a fan of Skyrim and whatnot. Skyrim is my favorite game, but also like I don't hate Dark Souls or the Chosen Undead or whatever, Undying Dead, or I don't hate. And also the only thing I hate is the game's combat mechanics. Is just he's like a snail when you don't lock onto the enemy, and when you lock onto the enemy he's super fast, but you can only go in circles. You can't exactly run away. If you run away, the locking to the enemy shit goes away, and now you're unlocked and you're slow as fuck now, and it doesn't really work. It's the combat mechanics. The whole game is surrounded to defeat you, okay, to kill you over and over and over. And people keep saying it's supposed to be challenging. How is it challenging when the game has a bias? It wants to kill me all the time, even though I'm trying my best. I'm clicking all the buttons in the controller or keyboard like non-stop, and yet nothing is happening. You know what I mean? And you die over and over. And this is something the Souls fans will never understand, or even if they understand, they won't agree with it. They'll just keep saying this one thing: get good. Like, get good all the time. Okay, man, I got good and I still died. Explain that shit to me, okay? I got good. I was able to kill a lot of bosses, and still I am dying at this one boss. Please explain to me why. I just come on, man. That's the problem with these games, okay? These Souls games. But I love the Souls game still, because the lore and the different locations, different creatures. It's just mind-blowing. I can't wait for the next Souls games. I loved Elden Ring. It's a 10 out of 10, bro. I loved it so much, you know, especially because in that game you had these these statues outside of the boss battle arenas, which save your progress. That's just a mind-blowing. That's all I needed to love Souls games, you know. So Elden Ring was like one of my second most favorite, if you ask me, you know, after Skyrim, because it's so beautiful. I love that game. It reminded me of the Lord of the Rings. I love those movies, that game, just so much like Lord of the Rings, and I love how amazing, gigantic, and different locations it is. It's mind-blowing to me. Okay, but Souls games, I love them too. You know, the Dark Souls games. So the lore, it's just the different locations, different creatures is what attracts to me so much, and the mysterious lore, you know. So, and also like different ridiculous bosses. I love it. Okay, so Skyrim versus Dark Souls. I love this. My favorite death battle is Courage the Cowardly Dog versus Scooby-Doo. This is right there second. Okay, so if only the video had a higher volume, it's kind of sounding like almost like a mute, very low volume, but I loved it. Okay, but if you like this reaction, please don't be upset if I said anything. If you're a Souls fan, you know, it's just the combat that I don't like. It's just the save system is just okay. Combat is fine. It's fucked up. Okay, it's fine. But the save system, come on, man. Let me save the game. Why are you throwing me away like 2-3 kilometers away from the boss battle? What the fuck? Now, who's gonna come from there over here? And when I come to the boss battle again, my hands are shivering and sweating. Because if I die, I'm gonna have to come from back there to here. You know, it's just fucking... My mind is gonna blow up. It's just... I'm gonna die, man. I just can't with the combat, and the save system the combat is exactly the way all the Souls game is in Elden Ring, but the save system is what really make me love the game, you know. So if the auto save system is there, I would love it no matter what, even if the combat is literally giving us a middle finger and telling us to fuck off, you know. Even if it does that, if the save system is there, thank you so much, you know. So that's my reaction on this, and I'm definitely gonna make a reaction mashup on this. There's not gonna be another death battle for a while, I think. So this death battle will be there. Okay, I'll be making a mashup on this. Okay, go check out my reaction mashup channel. The link in the description. Yeah, and also like I react to a lot of death battles too. The next one, you bet I'm gonna react to that. I don't know when they'll release it. Please tell me when are they gonna release the next death battle. Please tell me. Okay, so until then, I'm gonna be making old death battles, mashups, and stuff. I'll be reacting to them. So okay, so yeah, that's it for this reaction. Please subscribe to this channel. This is my main channel. This is where I upload like once a week, and that's because my backup channel keeps getting copyright strikes. I don't want to do any reactions anymore. You know, I only upload once a week, but I do upload like 5, 6, 7 videos, so that you'll be covered for the rest of the week. Okay, so if you like that, please subscribe to my channel. Go check out my backup channel. The link in the description. It's dead now, but there's a lot of videos there, so go check it out. A lot of historical, political, Napoleon, and all that shit. Go check it out. A lot of videos, reactions. Okay, so go check it out. Subscribe to both my channels if you can, and subscribe to my reaction mashup channel, and I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for this reaction mashup. I'm gonna be making that tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this reaction. Please subscribe to both my channels and my mashup channel, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Hey!